What's up, everybody? It's your girl Aisha, and I'm back with another video. If it's your first time joining my channel, welcome, and if you've been rocking with me, welcome back. Y'all, I have got a treat for you all. There have been so many people asking me about my move still to this day, and more questions and more questions and more questions are coming in, and I'm so happy to answer them for you guys. But I thought, what better way to address as many things as I can for as many people as I can than to just make videos on it. Okay, so you guys asked, I'm answering, and so today is going to kick off a 3-part video series about what you need to know about moving to Dallas. Plain and simple, like that's what it is. And I just thought it would be really helpful to you guys, and instead of me like responding to so many emails or, you know, trying to get to everybody's comments where y'all are asking the same or similar questions, I'm just gonna make a video. And this video is going to kick off with what I consider the pros and cons of living in Dallas are, followed by searching for jobs, like the job market here, you know, like, is it easy to find a job? How soon should you start looking if you're planning to relocate? That's going to be a separate video. And then another video, I am going to go to about 5 different apartment complexes just to tour, just so you guys can see for yourselves. A luxurious apartment, an apartment that's like moderate scale or whatever, just to see, just to give you guys some different options as far as areas and, you know, what your budget may be and all that good stuff. But that's what you guys have to look forward to. But I'm just gonna go ahead and get into this video as far as what I consider my pros and cons of living in Dallas are. So first things, I'm just gonna jump into the pros. There's no state taxes here. I came from Florida, which is also a no state tax, which is also a no tax state. So that's a plus. That's a plus. Always having, you know, some extra coins on your paycheck, like, that's a plus. Another pro, the cost of living is definitely reasonable and affordable in a lot of areas, guys. Like, several of you have asked me about how much my rent is. So for my 2-2, I have almost 1,100 square feet, and my rent is $1,269 a month. But that excludes like my washer and dryer that I have in unit and like utilities and stuff. But the base rent for my apartment specifically is $1,269, and I stay in North Dallas. That is great compared to a lot of other cities. Okay, so like my rent is about to go up a little bit, but it's still really, really reasonable. Another pro, public transportation. Now, I guess this can kind of go on like the pro and con side depending on your preferences, but it's definitely a pro because traffic is, y'all, like traffic is a killer. Like, it's a freaking killer. And the DART system, like that's the Dallas Area Rapid Transit. I never was a train girl before I came here, like nothing like that. The train, the bus, no. That was never me. That was never my story. I always feel the need to drive. But ever since I moved here, the train is my best friend. And it's easily accessible. Like, it's so prominent here that it's just helpful. Like, it's helpful for going to work, wherever you need to go, to and fro, whatever. And it's cheap, y'all. Like, it's cheap. So that's definitely a pro for me, is the public transportation. Another pro, it's easy to adjust here. Like I told you guys in some of my other videos, when I decided that I wanted to move to Texas, like I hadn't even been here before. Like, I hadn't even been here. I just knew that when I went to go visit, I'm like, I know I'm gonna be like, you know, easy to adapt, easy to adjust, all that sort of thing. So that's definitely a pro. Another one, most of the larger corporations are housed downtown. Like downtown Dallas, you will see corporate building after corporate building after corporate building. And I think that's great that they have them all in one area. It gives that like city vibe, like, you know. And so I work downtown. My office is housed downtown. And you will literally see like all of the major like companies are right there. Like, I feel like that gives like so much leeway to network with people. I feel like that gives leeway to just meet other people. Oh, if y'all want to go meet here at the Plaza of Americas for lunch and stuff, y'all can do that depending on where you guys decide that you want to work. If you are in corporate America, your office is most likely going to be in the heart of downtown Dallas. Another pro, there's so many other cities in close proximity. So within like the DFW Metroplex, you've got Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington, all those like bigger cities. But like where I live, so I stay in North Dallas, which is super close to Richardson, Grand Prarie, Farmers Branch, Frisco, like Plano. All these like smaller cities are like right there. Like I feel like I can get to all of those cities within 10 minutes, like from where I stay. So if you're not too caught up on living like in Dallas, you have all these other cities like to choose from, and it's quieter. The crime rate, that's another freaking pro. Like the crime rate here, there's so many like low crime rate areas. Like I know that's like a big thing, and you really have to do your research if you're considering relocating. That was like a big thing for me. Like, what is the crime rate in that area? And what I did when I was like searching for my apartment is low area crime rates in Dallas. Simple as that. That's what I Googled, and it gave me several options. Just some options to give you guys. There's the Bishop Arts District. There's Oaklawn, Lake Highlands, Preston Hollow, North Dallas, where I live. Like, that was like a big thing for me because you want to be safe. Like, safety and security is like key. Like, and you'll notice in a lot of different apartment complexes here, or even at the train stations and stuff, the police, they will remind you to lock up your car, look inside your vehicle, make sure you got all of your important things. You either got it with you or you got to store it in the trunk. Like, they'll remind you, and I think that's like a great thing. That's a great thing. The people here are mostly warm and friendly. I haven't found anybody who is just straight up rude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that vibe of people is like super excellent because like I'm friendly. Like, I'm a friendly person, so I didn't want to go somewhere where I would think like people are just like friendly, they don't speak. Like, I don't like that type of stuff. So that's a definite plus on my end. And the vibes, whether you're looking for like a nice like Saturday vibe, Sunday vibe, nighttime vibe, whatever, there's so much to choose from. Like me, when I'm doing like Uber Eats and stuff, just for example, when I'm doing like Uber Eats and stuff, I can literally, be going, I don't know, for a pickup, and the area is so nice. Like, I will literally just walk into somebody playing music, somebody, just people hanging out at parks and stuff. There's like a lot of different like parks and little cute areas where there's always something going on, like every weekend. I love that. Another pro, there's several churches to choose from. Like, whatever you're desiring, Baptist, non-denominational, Pentecostal, whatever, there's several churches to choose from, and they're great. Like, there's so many like great churches here, and they're everywhere. Like, there's like a church on every corner. Like, I love that too. Now, just for me, for my cons, I have few because like I said, it's no secret, I love it here. Like, I don't regret moving here at all. But some cons, which I feel like every city has them, but Dallas's traffic is a bit insane. And to go along with that, like, there's like tolls that you can accidentally run into. You'll end up on a toll road, and it's just like, like that, I'm just not about that life. Like, I have ended up on a toll road by accident countless times, but you get that bill in the mail. You will get that bill in the mail. But I do feel like a toll tag is necessary, especially if you plan on driving. Like, if you're a driver, like, the train not for me, all this other kind of stuff to get to and fro wherever you need to go, a toll tag is necessary because the traffic is just outrageous and the toll roads are almost unavoidable. The heat, Now, I am from Florida, Tampa, Florida to be exact, the Sunshine State. It gets hot, it stays hot, it's only cold about 2 weeks out of the whole year. When I got here, I moved here last July. It was probably like well over 100 degrees every day. And I'm just like, why? Like, I don't understand, like, why? And it just feels so, see, at least in Florida, it feels like kind of moist, like, you know, but when I got here, I'm just like, oh my gosh, because I don't even sweat like that. Like, I'm not like a sweaty type of person. I was beginning to sweat, y'all. Like, the heat is something serious. Like, it's something serious, and God forbid your AC blow out in your car or your house, because that's something you need to get fixed immediately. Now I have a couple of like pro cons, so it's like 50-50. And so one of them, the Metroplex is growing. Now for some people, that's like, oh, let me stay away. But for me, I love that. I love being a part of growth. I think everybody's kind of jumping on that bandwagon like, oh, let me move to Texas, Dallas, or Houston, or Austin, or whatever, like one of the major cities in Texas. And I love that. Yes, it seems like it's getting packed and, you know, filled up, whatever, filled to capacity. Some people might over exaggerate and say, but for me, it doesn't change anything. Like, I don't feel the difference. Like, if that makes sense, like, I don't feel the difference, so it doesn't bother me. But to other people, a growing population is kind of like red flag, let me stay away. But for me, I don't have that problem. Another pro con, dating apps are a huge thing here. Now me, I don't do dating apps. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing, that's not what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with it. But I personally don't do it. But when I got here, I had never like seen anything like it. Like, I had never heard of Tinder and Bumble, and there's several others. But to some people, that is like, oh yes, because you don't have anything to be worried about. There's so many people on these dating apps and things, like looking for ways to meet up with people, looking for a relationship, whatever the case may be. You are not alone if you are in Dallas. Like, they literally put up like big advertisements on the sides of buildings and stuff with the latest dating app, like, hey, have you hooked up on this app? Have you hooked up? And I was just like, wow. And when I first started living here, like my coworkers and stuff, they was like, oh, do you have a Bumble? And they're talking about Bumble and scrolling on. I'm like, what is Bumble? Because where I come from, like, what is that? I had never heard of them. Like, I had never heard of none of these dating apps. But yeah, like a large percentage of at least people in my age range up to about 40 years old, they're on these dating apps. So if that's your thing, you are not alone if you come to Dallas. But yeah, so I don't want to take too much of you guys' time. Those are my pros and cons. Y'all can look forward to the next video, which is gonna be, looking for a job, like the marketplace here, like the job market, like, you know, all that kind of stuff. You looking for a job before you move, the next video will be for you. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, before you go, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I love you guys so much, and until next time, bye.